Good morning and welcome back to Miniature Monday here on Gaming with ADHD. Today, it's Miniature Monday. I didn't get a video released for regular. I've just got a couple of shorts coming out today. I'm still a hot mess, but hey, what's new? No, I'm excited to be here actually. I've been struggling to make sure that I stay regular with doing painting streams along with everything else. So just trying to make sure that I get back in that habit before I have to take time off in a couple of weeks. Anyways, here we are. Yeah, it's overall it's been a good day. Good morning, Malachi. Yeah, overall it's been good. Been making progress on my work area. As you can see, I've got more printing done. I've got I can't show it very well, but I've got paint racks up and in front of me now. So yeah, it's kind of nuts. Actually, I'm kind of excited. I saw this meme today, and it's like this. What was it? It was really funny. Oh yeah, impoverished man only has 2 computer monitors, and I'm sitting here thinking, it's like, well, I've got 3, and I'm about to add in a 4th. So, anyways, this is getting all sorts of ridiculous, but I am excited. All sorts of good things going on. Overall, just happy and pleased with life at the moment. So, anyways, here we are. So, with that said, actually, I'm gonna show off. I need to show off more, but I'm gonna show off one thing real quick. There we go. Present, share screen, window. All right. So this is a humble bundle for a whole bunch of 3D miniature files for War of Ashes. I will admit I have not played it, but it's from. So they said Strange Plastic. I know it's originally from Zombie Smith Miniatures, the guy that does This Quar's War, and he does a bunch of just fun little designs. Like, it's these little weird, like they call this line Grimsicle. So it's these weird little fuzzy monster dudes that are just kind of hilarious. Oh, I figured out how I can do next item. There we go. Next item. So, and it's just all the 3D printer files. So, you can print off what you need. You get PDFs of the rule books. Needless to say, I'm going to be getting this, and I don't know how much I'm going to print and paint, but I like these miniatures. And for $25 to get the whole set, that is no. There we go. It is not a bad deal either. This little quote unquote. I'm calling him a bagpiper. I realize that's not a bagpipe, but or combat oboe. There we go. It's got a little hook here. Anyways, these are just I love the guys' designs. They're just fun, simple, uh, funny. I am 1,000% here for this. So this is 3-tiered archer dude. I don't know what's going on there. Apparently the Jotuns have 2 legs and 6 arms. Anyhow, let's... Yeah, these look like kind of like little Viking dudes. I don't know. Overall, they're I like what Zombie Smith does, and the fact that they've got it, or they're up on Humble Bundle, so you're getting all of this stuff for, $25, which is really, really cheap. Like how many? Yeah, 68 items. So essentially, you're paying less than 50 cents a piece for all of these miniature designs, and you get the rules. So you get Shield Wall and Shield Bash. What is it? I know they're related. Okay, so Shield Wall or Shield Bash is the continuation of Shield Wall. There we go. Anyhow, regardless. All right, I just wanted to show that off. Good morning, Dr. Death. Good to see you, sir. Anyhow, it's my show. I can do what I want. So, all right, let's flip the camera over. Nobody cares about that anymore. So, what am I painting today? All right, so first off, I've got to work on the Beta Galaxy stuff, and then after that, I might. Can you have my slave one? No. After that, I might work on some Warhammer. Like right now, I've got to do some cleanup on these guys. They basically got a little bit of paint splatter. Is this too dark? Can we see it? I mean, I realize that like a lot of the details getting, well, man, I feel like I can't see anything right now. I need to come up with some extra lighting. Like I think like a light like right here that just right on the miniature, but I wonder if that would wash stuff out. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure it out. But I've got my new paint rack. I can just so good. So excited. I'm sorry y'all have to put up with me. I regret nothing, but you made this choice. What do you mean it's a lot of dark gray on the legs? I mean, that's Clan Wolf Beta Galaxy for you. Super exciting. Yeah, this brush looks about right. Um. Yeah, I am not the biggest fan of Clan Wolf Beta Galaxy, and it's mostly because of how much I've done. Like, I already did I already did an entire, or like all the stuff that came out under Clan Invasion. Like if it was a clan mech, my friend had me paint it Clan Wolf Beta Galaxy. And I've just gone so long not doing batch painting that it is a struggle for me to do it. Mostly because then it also, like, I don't know, my brain says that it's kind of boring content. I really need to figure out this microphone situation. Are you guys hearing me okay? Just drop a 1 in the chat if the audio's fine. I'm always worried I'm not getting picked up properly. Like, I know I should basically be eating the microphone. But this new setup makes it a little bit harder. Thank you, Malachi. Although, if you had understood the assignment, I said drop a 1 in the chat, not all of the ones. Anyhow. But I'm also excited. I ordered a new 3D printer this morning. The Elegoo Centauri Carbon. It's not supposed to show up until like April. But like all of my printing that I've been doing, it has been so slow. Like this drawer right here was like 28 hours to print. It's a box. You know, why is it taking that long? So basically I'm just looking for something that'll print faster, a little bit bigger, than my old Ender 3. And then debating, do I like, I'm not building a print farm. I'm not quite sure how to take that, Nerdy Ogre. lot of people say that they can hear me just fine without the microphone. Yeah, so I don't want to set up a print farm, but doing some game-related printing, or like, because I hate the idea of like, oh, pay for a license and you can print and sell the files that we sold you. Like, I get it, but I don't know. So I'm debating, you know, getting them, or printing stuff, painting it, and then selling it. You know, because I don't need it anymore. I don't know. We'll see. But I am trying to find, you know, other ways to make the channel pay for itself, you know. You do get to, I mean, I guess I could write it off as a business. I mean, I'd have to claim the channel as a business, but who knows? Maybe if the mythical abolition of the income tax goes through, which would be legit. Oh, I got you, Ogre. That makes sense. Sorry, folks. The ferrule was a little wobbly. So I dropped some glue on it, so hopefully that stabilizes it quite a bit. Anyhow, so we'll see what happens there, but I'll definitely be doing more with some 3D printed stuff as time goes on. Get an LLC. So like I get the point, Ogre, but like let's just say that from personal experience, sometimes more layers aren't the best. Like, I found out that if you're an LLC, and you get sued, Even if it's just you, you're the only employee. You're like, there is no one else but you. If you get sued, you have to hire a lawyer. Even if it's dumb and the guy suing you really shouldn't be. He's just using lawfare to keep you from competing with him. But because the LLC is a separate entity, it is entitled to representation. So, anyways, I got sued. I was a sole proprietor, and so I got to represent myself. Now, admittedly, my brother's a lawyer, and he did a ton to help me, for which I have never adequately repaid him. But essentially, I went to the court and I said, yeah, I'm a sole proprietor representing myself. And so I was able to do all the filings. I was able to do everything that I needed to without hiring a lawyer. Right, Malachi, exactly. It's supposed to protect your personal assets because, like I said, it adds that extra layer, whereas a sole proprietor, you know, like your income or like the business income is reported as your income. Now you also get to report all of the deductions, but like you also only have to do it as part of just your regular personal taxes. You don't have to file separate business taxes. But then you have, you know, everything is personally liable. Anyways, legal stuff. It sucks. I mean, I'm glad I have people like my brother that can help me in those situations, but man, do they suck. And yes, folks, I know this is super, super exciting. Yeah, no, Ogre, you are 1,000% correct. So, but that's also why, you know, you don't see me take too many controversial stances. Like, I don't want to risk. Like I mean, I'll give it. You know, I try to be a nice guy such that, you know, no one wants to sue me. Anyways. But that's the other thing. I mean, at what point do I attract enough attention that the liability does go up? I don't know. You're too nice. I'm suing. You know what? If they really want all my minis, paints, board games, TVs, car, house, you know, I guess. I mean, I get it. I'm not saying it's not possible. I just... Yeah, who knows? Maybe when I hit that like 5,000 5,000 subscriber level, maybe then I'll look at, you know, like if or if I actually have to report my YouTube income, then I'll look at it. But man, I gotta say, it is frustrating where it's like all the stuff that you've got to do to try and just start essentially just a small business is just, that's so ridiculous. Like it should not be this hard. You know? Anyhow. And hey, if you wanted to sue me for just my RPG books, that's a I'm not gonna lie, that's a decent haul. You know. I mean, I've got, oh yeah, I got a copy of Everyday Heroes, which Malachi seems to think is not good. I don't know. It's growing on me, man. I've been reading it. I kind of like how they did stuff. It definitely seems designed to kind of get out of your way. I mean, I haven't gotten to like the rules section. I'm still just in the character creation section. But it seems very playable. Character creation isn't burdensome. No, oh, dude, Ogre, you didn't say anything wrong. Like, let's be honest. A lot of it comes down to I'm kind of lazy. Like, and not even so much about being lazy. It's just like I get frustrated with the overcomplication. You know. Like, I'm not feeding my family off this channel, but like the time that it takes to grow a channel, but then you've got to worry about liability and defamation and all that kind of stuff. And it's just like, this is ridiculous. So, my Palladium collection is good. It is not complete. It's not going to be complete. I don't want everything. I've got, say, I'm going to guess like I've got like 75% of Rifts. I've got all of After the Bomb. I've got the Fantasy Core. I've got Nightbane. I've got about half of Heroes Unlimited. But they have like a whole bunch of like quote unquote not important books anyways. I just say it like that because it's like, the I think it's the Ultimate Powers books. Whatever the Powers books are called for Heroes Unlimited. Like, I don't have any of those. I think I've only got like a couple of the setting books. So I've got a lot. And keep trying to figure out how I want to cover stuff from them. I haven't come up with a good answer yet, though. Might be worth suing me. You're gonna need a cause of action, though. Yeah, I don't think I did anything to cause harm and or damages to you. If you say it's because of something I said on stream, you chose to come here. And stay. So, something to think about. Did I do something wrong, or did you make a poor life choice? Maybe both. Yeah, I know you're playing around. Oh, cleanup time is always fun. Never makes you want to just stab your eyes. Actually, I am kind of excited because getting cleanup done means I can then wash all of this stuff. Like, so the best part about Clan Wolf Beta Galaxy is it's so basic. You have a dark gray layer on the legs. You have a beige layer on top. Pick out a few details. And you're done. So, here we are. Hey, it's Seraphis! Hope you are having a wonderful morning and the children are only screaming at half their normal volume. Okay, maybe 75%. And Seraphis, shipping crap to your country is ridiculous. Is it because we have to turn everything imaginary? Is that why it costs so much? Because it's very frustrating. Look, we all know the pots and pans are just a cry for help. Well, and I hope the girl gets better soon. But I also get, not sleeping well. So I'm right there with you. I think I might have gotten 4 today. I'm not recording, but I am streaming.
Figured out, Mom.
Look, man, I don't know. But hopefully with the CIA spigots turned off, we can see some stuff normalize. That's what I would like to see. Like, I'm sorry. I realize that Australia is roughly considered a first world nation, which is fine. I'm not saying they shouldn't be. But, like, why don't... I would rather have better shipping rates to and from Australia than say the Congo. You know, the average Congolese is not shipping a lot of stuff to the United States. So, but like an American shipping to Australia or a Brit wanting to ship to the US has to be a lot more common. And we could make it a bit more, you know, palatable for all involved. I'm just saying. Yeah, and Ogre, that does suck, man. Like, that is one thing that is a little frustrating with the Palladium system. Is that the stats don't mean a ton below 16. And so yeah, if you're rolling a 15, it's like that's kind of a waste of a stat roll there. But depending on what it is, at least you can take like if it's one of your physical skills, you can probably take, or physical stats, you can probably take a skill and bump it into 16 to get a bonus off of it. So there's that. I don't know about that. Like, I wouldn't really consider North Korea or even really India to be first world nation status. But they have space programs. Like, and don't forget, like space technology, nuclear technology, they're pushing 100 years old. That's not new or revolutionary. Even the stuff that SpaceX is doing, yeah, it's super cool catching a rocket instead of just like dumping it in the ocean. Not trying to downplay that. But technically, the tech is just an iteration off of what already exists. Surface, if you're talking about the Trans-Pacific Partnership, that got shut down during the first Trump administration. And I'll be honest, I'm actually not talking free trade. Because we keep doing that and then keep getting hosed. So I'm not really in favor of that anymore. I'm okay with like favored trade status though. I don't know. I just want to be able to ship a box to Seraphis for less than $100. That's all. Is that too much to ask? I mean, if I have to, I will Sherpa the crap out of stuff to him if I ever get to take a trip to Australia. But that's if I get to go to Australia. So, all right, so Nerdy Yogurt, there are a few problems with your statement. Number one is what is considered first, second, or third world nation anyways, which is very nebulous and it depends on who you're talking to. Second off, the U.S. did a lot to kind of like contain a lot of that resources to ourselves. And also, like, don't forget, the US technically did not have a space program. It had a propaganda arm of the military that made it look like we were doing, oh, look at all these cool things we can do. But there's a reason that the Gemini capsules were launched on top of Titan rockets. You know. Titans were not, implements of peace. I mean, peace through strength, but, But, like, it's a lot easier to say, oh, we're trying to put things in orbit around the Earth. As opposed to saying, hey, we're trying to develop, technology to send nukes over there so that we don't have to send airplanes with nukes. I mean, it's a cool propaganda arm, but it's a propaganda arm. There's also a reason that like 99% of the astronauts are all, military anyways. NASA was funded to pay for the Vietnam War. I'm not quite sure how that tracks, Malachi. I am not saying you are wrong. I'm just saying I have not heard that. I mean, I guess if you consider that Vietnam was a offshoot of the Cold War, then yeah, but I mean, I'm still sticking with it was a propaganda tool to allow us to develop ICBMs without saying directly we were. Oh, it was defunded. Well, technically you said refunded. I just assumed that meant funded. And I don't know if that's true. Like Apollo 17 I think was after the Treaty of Paris. No, I know we got. Oh my gosh, Malachi. So yes, V2 rockets, which were the basis for ICBMs and a lot of the early rocket technology. Yes, we got that from the Germans. Dude, Malachi, we were in Vietnam in the 50s. Now, Apollo 17, which was the last moon landing, was December 7th through the 19th, 1972. So almost 1973. Vietnam War. U.S. troops had mostly withdrawn from Vietnam by 1972, so 1971, and the 1973 Paris Peace Accords saw the rest leave. So, Malachi is wrong. The Apollo missions were still going on through and he admits it. I'm gonna let's highlight that. Dun dun dun. Oh. Anyways, that was fun. No, see, Malachi, you hit my little bit of I don't want to say tism, but my vault of knowledge, but I understand your points, but you got your dates wrong, which kind of take your points apart. And Ogre, you're right. Vietnam, like, the majority of U.S. involvement in Vietnam was early to mid 60s through, again, like 1971. Like I just said, U.S. involvement, or U.S. troops had mostly been removed by 1972, and Apollo 17 wasn't until the end of 1972. So you would have still had troops there, but not many. And then the Paris Peace Accords in 1973 removed the rest of the U.S. troops. So yeah, you are technically correct there. Vietnam essentially was declared officially over as of 1975, when the North, breaking the Paris Peace Accords, rolled into South Vietnam and just took it over. So, and we weren't there to stop it. So, ta-da! Anyhow, and you're wrong. You're not entirely wrong that going to the moon is kind of pointless unless we're going to be establishing more permanent facilities there. I think the original missions were absolutely important because we'd never been there. So how could we even really formulate plans on what to do with it if we don't know how to react? So, what kind of elements are we going to be working with? What kind of tech do we need? How would we build structures? What kind of resources are available? What do we have to take? What is there for us? Things like that. So the early missions were absolutely vital, but then we just kind of squandered it for the last 50 years. And yes, Malachi, those missions were canceled. But why is colonizing the moon weird? It's no different than colonizing North America. Or South Africa, or
you know, Eastern Russia. Like, that was actually something I learned a while back. Like, PBS did a documentary on it. Called The Great Eastward Expansion. Something like that. I don't remember exactly the name. But anyways, it was about how, like, we drove west because everything's set up in the east, and Russia drove east because they were all set up in the west. Duh. And yeah, Ogre, that, yes, Russia beat us to space, but that also, you know, reinforces my point that we didn't really have a space program. We had a military propaganda wing to justify us, you know, launching all these giant rockets. You know, but then there's also the cool factor of, hey, we did it first. We probably could have done stuff first, but like that's another thing I read recently is that we like one of the reasons that the Russians did so many things first is because they just didn't care. Like safety measures, things like that just didn't exist. It was just a matter of, no, get there first, you know, for the glory of Mother Russia and the revolution, you know? But we actually, like, you know, cared about our people. So, but yeah, and you're wrong. I completely agree that we've got to, like, that we really need to get to a multi-planet species. Totally agree with that. So, anyhow, man, this is why cleanup stuff frustrates me. I have been going for an hour and I feel like I've done nothing. You're all probably sitting here like, why is he just painting nothing? Anyhow, where is the wash? Strong tone. Hey, Grumpy. Yeah, no, dude. Colonizing the moon is just a given. You know, it's like, why would we call, like, it's like saying, why would somebody colonize Australia? Because it's there. You know? Like, it's more space, it's new adventure, it's Malachi, you will Stay away from Uranus. Hey, Grim. How are you? I need a brush I don't care about. That's why Australians are going to colonize Luna, because we are hard enough. Not thin enough. Hey, Slon, you are welcome anytime you want to avoid shoveling snow. You know why? Because we don't shovel snow here. There isn't any to shovel. Of course, I will admit, if I did have to shovel snow, like every single time, I would be coming back in and be like, I am the shoveler. I shovel well. Oh, that line is so dumb. But it makes me laugh. Yeah. And you're wrong. You will not see me arguing with you. Like, I am 110% in favor of a moon colony. Do I want to live there? Absolutely not. Would I visit? Maybe. Will I be around to visit? Probably not. Would I be in favor of other people going and doing it? Absolutely. It's gonna happen anyways. So, I don't even have to do that, Nerdy Ogre. I mean, I've got chickens, but we just hose the poop down and wash it into the grass. No, and Seraphis, again, I'm looking at would I visit? Yes. Would I live there? Probably not. I think I did the wrong wash on the legs of these guys. I think I was supposed to do dark tone on these. Oh well. We're here now. But I can fix it for the rest. Exactly, Seraphis. I am willing to visit. I do not want to live there. It's kind of like England. You know, I'm going to England again. Kind of excited about it. I was never in England. I was due! Look, I better have been in England, otherwise my stories don't make sense. But no, I think the crazy thing about the moon, like, that needs to be commercialized from like day one. And I wonder if they're actually going to do it, because like, regardless of whatever else you're doing up there, it's going to be a money sink. But you offset the cost with tourism dollars? You know, heck, you can probably get people to pay to go help build a moon colony. You know, like a 90-day shift or something. And Slan, you're from Quebec. I don't know how much of that is a joke. Just saying. But no, I firmly believe that there are people that would just sign up as a volunteer. You know, hey, we're gonna build the moon colony. Pay us, you know, I don't know, $100,000. And you can go up and help build the moon colony. And I bet you anything you would have tons of people volunteering to do it. I mean, it does kind of suck. Like the way I'm proposing it, 90 days of unpaid work. Or paid for work. Here, I'll come work for you. Here's my money. That's not how this normally works. Well, here we are. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. Anyways. No, I'm not, Malachi, I'm not saying everybody. I'm saying, like just opening up a quote-unquote tourist slot. In reality, you're going up there to build, but you get to spend 90 days on the moon. You might not, but I guarantee you there are people that would absolutely do it. 100%. Because especially those early days, space is at a premium, so if you're going to be up there, you're going to be working. But there are going to be people that want to be there, that want to go. So, I think it's absolutely brilliant. What would it cost to have somebody on the moon for 90 days? $100,000. Again, I'm making up a number, so don't think I'd put any research into this. $100,000, 90 days, you get to live and work on the moon. No. Again, there are plenty of people that would go build a moon colony to get paid to do it. That's not a question. I mean, it's a job. It's work. My point is, there's also a Slot, thank you. That's a perfect example. People who volunteer to work on the archaeological sites. Yes, there are still paid staff there. There's a bunch of people that I just want to go help out with the archaeological dig. And, so they go for 3-4 weeks, but they pay to go. Probably like $5,000 or something. And so they could easily I could easily see them doing the same thing. I mean, it depends on who does it. Like, Like if it was SpaceX doing it, that's a private company. You know, you want to come up with this? Sure, go for it. You know, $100,000. By the way, you're going to be doing X, Y, and Z to help build the joint. Okay. Telling you, plenty of volunteers for that. Plenty. They will pay money to go work to build the moon base. I might pay somebody to send Malachi up. You know. He's not getting paid, but we're still sending him up. Oh, and as I've been trying to put my living room back together, I was kind of excited as I found this little doodad. So I could put that on top of my nice cutting mat so that I don't get paint all over the recording section. But I want to keep looking nice. Dun, dun, dun. I know. Super exciting. We'd miss you, Malachi. We would just be very happy you were gone. I don't know why anyone talks to me or shows up here. I'm just going to throw that out there. So, all right. So the intention on Monday is to at least do a painting stream. Because it's Miniature Monday, and I paint miniatures. So, hence. Thanks, Serapis. I have not been good about it lately. Kind of like everything else. I'm in a semi-weird spot channel-wise. Like, I'm still enjoying doing everything, but my motivation is struggling sometimes. So, like, I haven't been getting pre-recorded videos up like I need to. I haven't been getting I'm Malachi Gerbrecht. That's my normal username. But since okay. So The thing is, if I'm doing a stream on Monday, it's not any kind of like it's like this. Like this is it. It's just AMA. I'll talk about whatever comes up, but it's my time to make myself paint miniatures. Because I get distracted with so many other things. But I found if I'm painting while live streaming, I can make myself sit here for at least an hour. I mean, we're almost at an hour and a half. But usually up to 2 hours, and I'm getting my painting done. So, like these guys I'm painting for a friend of mine. So it helps just keep me focused and whatnot. So if there's 3 people here hanging out, great. There's 3 people here hanging out. But it's not like there's a topic. It's not like there's, if you missed last week. No, it's just the way I've described it in the past is like there was this game store in town, and essentially it had a bar. Now, it wasn't a bar. There were no drinks, but it was this bar kind of seating around the register, and everybody would just bring in their paints and stuff and work on their models. And so it was just like a nice, chill, hangout hobby time. And so I started, again, it's all related to the channel and gaming and whatnot. At first I was doing it just to get the watch time up so I could get the channel monetized. But then I found, like I said, it's a couple hours of me sitting here painting. I'm getting stuff done. I've got most of the miniatures for Star Wars Imperial Assault painted. I've got tons of Battletech figures painted. I've got Shadowrun, Eberron, Warhammer, all sorts of stuff all painted up because I just sit here for a couple hours. So, hey man, but that's the other, and that's the other thing. I also will do them at different times because it kind of depends on my sleep schedule. Basically, I wake up, or sometime after I wake up, and then I try to end in such a time frame that once Kim is done working, then I should be done painting. So anyways, we'll figure it out. Have fun, Slon. Enjoy that snow. All right, that's actually strong tone. I need dark tone. Of course, I don't have this organized. I just have it up here. Dark tone. Oh, Seraphis. You realize that at some point we're going to have to sit here and just like play a game of Battletech now that I have the desk and I can fit the map. Like, I honestly think that'd be a treat. You know, get you and Steve Cross and my youngest who plays Battletech, because none of my other kids play Battletech. But don't write it off because you hate Catalyst. Battletech was around long before Catalyst was. Yeah, dude, exactly, Seraphis. Like, you know. Like, so my theory is everybody in different locations has the map and the pieces in front of them so they can actually see, as opposed to trying to figure out everything off of the camera. But then as far as what's being displayed just comes off of one primary feed. It's gonna take some configuring though. Ooh, Malachi, I need to get me a copy of that. Because I don't know where mine is. That was my first Battletech rules, was the compendium. I even painted up a Mad Cat that looks like the Mad Cat on the cover of the compendium. I think that was the first time I did checkerboard. Checkerboard is a pain to paint. Great googly moogly. So yeah, don't burn your bridges on playing the game. You don't have to buy any more Catalyst stuff. You know, you've already got your stuff there, so all right, we're gonna try this a little differently. You know, so you don't have to worry about, well, I don't like them, blah blah blah. It's like, you know, you like Battletech, so just play Battletech. 3D print new miniatures. That's fine. Yeah, you could always read the new novel there, Seraphis. Cool. But I don't know who approved that. like, how to damage your brand in one easy step. I just... Hello, Six World. You're welcome to try again, but I'm just going to say your first attempt was pretty darn good. But seriously, it's just like... I'm sorry, there are not enough women who give a crap about Battletech to want a romance novel focused on a character from a faction that is not known for romance. I just... No, Malachi, that's why it will damage the brand, because they are literally courting the wrong audience. You know, it... It dilutes the brand. It absolutely... What memes? Did I miss something there, Six World? Okay, and Grim, I know what's out there for ebooks. I just... I'm sorry. It No. I'm gonna stick with it. It is damaging to the brand. That's all there is to it. Tori does needlepoint. I don't know how much of it is D&D based. And like, I'll be honest, I sent her something like a Warhammer needlepoint just because it was funny. But like a fan produced product that is off-brand is fine. It's a fan product. But a company-sponsored, company-endorsed product that is off-brand is damaging, in my opinion, is damaging to the brand, because now it makes the audience sit up and be like, wait. What are you doing to this thing that I enjoy? You know, so, and then another difference between just like the ebooks online, Grim, is the fact that the you know, again, it's self-published or it's fan fiction or it's something that is not associated with the brand and therefore has that level of separation that Battletech Romance doesn't have. Because it's official, it's from the company, and they're like, oh yeah, we'll totally... Like... I haven't bought any new Battletech fiction since they fired Blaine. And all this does is make me think I made the right decision. You know, I just... This isn't even anything about the quality of the writing. I'm not trying to say anything about the author. Literally, this is just about the strategic decision to release an off-brand product. Now, if I am wrong and they make $10 million in sales, fine. But I still think it's the wrong direction to go.
Ta-da! Malachi, to a degree, they did. They did the courtship of Princess Leia. But even then, it was presented as in universe. Well, no, let me rephrase that. It was like, okay, everybody knows Leia ends up with Han. Right, no, he's exactly well, again, it's the courtship of Princess Leia. How do Han and Leia end up together? There's nothing wrong with telling that story. But at the end of the day, I mean, technically it's a romance story. However, it's not presented as it's not presented as, you know, a romance novel like this, you know, Hungry Like the Wolf novel is from Catalyst, which is absolutely presented as, you know, it's literally labeled Battletech Romance. You know, so it is marketed and presented as a bodice ripper set in the, you know, the Battletech universe. You know, and as Six World saying, like, I guess there's some meme, you know, going around the internet about, you know, thirsty for romance Alaric Ward, which, you know, if you know anything about the character, isn't the character at all. Oh, whatever. I'm gonna stop. I'm just getting grumpy. Anyhow. Holy crap, I'm almost at 2 hours. No, and that you're not wrong. There are differences in the two. I fully acknowledge that. I am just meaning that it's a Star Wars, in the Star Wars book, they were talking about how Han and Leia get together. That again, falling in love, blah blah blah. That is a romance novel. Is it a bodice ripper? Probably not, but regardless. No, exactly. There is romance, and then there is, Fabio in tight leather pants, which is what Hungry like. Oh my gosh, anyways, I was having a good day. Anyways. All right. On that note, man, I think I need a haircut too. All right. I am going to end it here. I know Kim is done working. I actually made it. It didn't seem like I didn't feel like I did anything, but I actually made a lot of progress getting the cleanup done on the tan, getting the washes done. Anyways, so I do not think I will be back for a stream on Friday for a Friday paint stream, because I get to have a camera shoved down my throat. So there's that. But Seraphis and I will be back on Wednesday for the final section of the deep dive. Six World, that is true, but those are along the lines of Courtship of Princess Leia, not Hungry Like the Wolf. Anyways, so Seraphis and I will be back on Wednesday. I am still trying to get the Thursday stream going on a regular basis. I'm just a disaster. That's all there is to it. So with that said, folks, thanks for hanging out. I was having fun. I had fun. This great conversations today. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, everybody, even Malachi. Seriously. Lot of fun. And I am grateful every single time. So with that said, I'm going to stop yammering. I'm going to go. But more videos, more stuff coming. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit the like button on the way out. All those fun things. So thank you, and we will talk to you next time. Hi, everybody.